it's not about time, but it's always about priorities. And this is what Shiv Baba says in today's Sakar Murli, 30th April's, that children, it's definitely not about time, because you do have time to sleep, eat, or repeat your daily work, your cycle. But when I say remember me, then you say you don't have time. So it's always about priorities, but not about time. And Baba is also saying that if you keep your foot in two different boats, then you'll definitely be torn apart. And he gives the example that on one hand you say I am on the path of knowledge, and on the other hand you continue to go and bathe in Gangas. Indirectly, Baba is, it's not that bathing in Ganga is wrong, but the intention, keeping the intention that this Ganga is going to purify me, this is actually suffocating and toxic for us. Because this is absolute body consciousness, that how water can purify me, the real me. They keep this intention while bathing in Ganga, that if we just bathe in Ganga, everything is going to be fine, all my sins are going to be absolved. So Shiv Baba says there is no point of bathing in Ganga, because it is not going to purify you. So on one hand you say Shiv Baba, and on the other hand the basic knowledge that he gives, you're actually missing that. So this is nothing but keeping your foot in two different boats. So Baba says you'll neither be on this side nor on that side. So either you perform devotion well, or you carry this knowledge well. And Baba says Maya is the biggest enemy, of course, because today, according to the position and status that people have, they think that I am this, I am that. Baba says, but nobody understands that every single soul is ill today. Maya has caused a great deal of sorrow and illness in all the souls. And one very important thing that Baba has said in the blessing today, he'll be explaining in the Murli, in the blessing part, that our lives is the example of, or you can say the proof of God. We cannot prove God in either ways, but Baba says your lifestyle and your life, your virtues will give a proof of God's existence. So Om Shanti. Today Bab Dada says, sweet children, the Father Srimad makes you constantly happy. Therefore, renounce the directions of bodily beings and only follow the elevated directions of the one Father. Renounce the directions of bodily beings and only follow the directions of the one Father. Question is, which children's intellects have not yet stopped wandering? So the intellects of those who don't have faith in the directions of the highest on high Father, that is in God's directions, have not yet stopped wandering because of not having full faith in the Father. They keep a foot on each side as well as following the Father's directions. They also continue to perform devotion and bathe in the Gangas, etc. What will become the state of such children? And it is because they did not follow Srimad completely that they continue to stumble around. Song is, take us away from this land of sin to a world of rest and comfort, which means इस दुख की दुनिया से कहीं दूर ले चल, एक ऐसी दुनिया में जहाँ सुख और शांति हो. Om Shanti. So let's listen to the Murli, where Baba says that you children heard the song of the devotees and you no longer sing this. You know that you have found the highest on high Father, and He alone is the highest on high. Also Baba says that all human beings are at present in their most degraded stage, and the highest on high human beings were those deities in the Bharat. Also Shiv Baba explains that there is praise of being full of all virtues, etc. and people don't know who made those deities so elevated. We definitely remember that there were human beings with 100% divine virtues, the most elevated human beings, but Baba says nobody knows who actually made them like that. He also says that they have now totally become impure. Those 100% pure deities have now become impure, and the Father is the highest on high. Sages and holy men, etc., all pray to Him. So human beings have been wandering after such sages for half a cycle. We continue to wander around all the sannyasis and sages, holy men. But now Shiv Baba says that you know that the Father has now come. And we now go back to the Father, and by giving us His Srimad, He makes us most elevated and constantly happy. Also, Baba explains that it was by following the directions of Ravan that we all become most degraded, with the one with most most degraded intellects. And also, Shiv Baba says that you must now no longer follow anyone else's directions. You have called out to me, the purifier Father, so why you still chase after those who drown you? So why do you renounce the directions of the one and continue to stumble around after many others? There should not be stumbling in front of other people. So Baba says many children listen to this knowledge and then also go and bathe in the Gangas or go to gurus, etc. So there is no issues in going to them. But after receiving and understanding the knowledge, if we continue to have faith that water is going to purify us, then there is this problem in the mind and intellect. There will be battle between the two paths and directions. So that's why the Father says that Gangas is not the purifier. In spite of that, if you follow human dictates and go and bathe there, then the Father would say you do not have faith in the directions of the highest on High Father. And on the one side there are God's directions, and on the side there are these devilish directions. So what would become of such people? What would become of such people? If you keep a foot in each boat, you would be torn apart, right? So Baba says they do not have full faith in the Father, and they say, Baba, I belong to you and will become elevated by following your Srimad, and every step we take has to be according to the directions of the highest on High Father, and only the Father will make you into the masters of the land of silence and the land of happiness. Therefore, the Father says, the one whose body I have entered had 12 gurus, but he still became so Tamopradhan. Brahma Baba did 12 gurus, so basically Baba says there is no point of doing gurus because ultimately you all have become Tamopradhan. There wasn't any benefit in following them, and when he found the Father, he renounced them all. So when he found the highest on High Father, the Father said that definitely Baba instructs that hear no evil, see no evil. And human beings are now totally impure and have Tamopradhan intellects. So also Baba says there are also many here who are unable to follow Srimad. They don't have enough strength because Maya continues to make them stumble, and Ravan is the enemy whereas Ram is your friend, and some call him Ram and some call him Shiv. Well, his real name is Shiv Baba, but since we all have kept different names, like we keep our different individual names to a newborn child, somebody calls him as there are many names given to one single child, and then confusion is created. Or just imagine that if one individual identity is having 10 different names, so people will get confused that with what name am I supposed to call or designate him. So Shiv Baba, this is what Baba says, that on the path of devotion you had given me so many names, and so my original name is confused with Ram. Few people call me Ram, few people call me Shiv. My name is Shiv. People have become confused because 10 different names have been given to the one. They give whatever name entered their mind. So Baba says, in fact, he is the dual form. The Vishnu is the dual form. I do not enter Krishna, etc. People think that Vishnu resides in the subtle region. In fact, he is the dual form that represents the family path. However, there isn't anyone with 4 arms. Right? On the path of devotion, we have pictures with 4 arms, 8 arms. So Baba says there is no such thing. Well, sannyasis belong to the path of isolation, and those who belong to the family path become impure from pure. Therefore, in order to support the world, it is the parts of sannyasi to become pure, because when deities got degraded, it was a need. There was a basic need of purity in this universe, and that's why the role of renunciation took place. So there are hundreds of thousands and millions of them, and when a mela takes place, many go there. They do not prepare their own food. Why? Because they have renounced actions. They live on the sustenance they receive from householders. So they eat what householders give them because they have renounced actions. Householders believe that those are their donations, and this one too was an impure worshipper. He is now becoming pure by following Srimad, and he is making effort to claim his inheritance from the Father, and this is why you are told to follow the Father. So Maya makes you fall in every aspect. Maya makes you fall in every aspect. It is because of body consciousness that people make mistakes, whether they are poor or wealthy. It's not about being poor or wealthy when it comes to committing mistake. The rule is same, that Maya is basically making or forcing you to commit mistake. So you should at least make effort to break body consciousness. And for the body consciousness to break, great effort is needed. And the Father says, consider yourselves to be souls and play your parts through your bodies. Why do you become body conscious? And according to the drama, you had to become body conscious, and at this time you have become completely body conscious. So the Father says, you are souls, and it is the soul that does everything. And when a soul leaves his body, if that body were then cut, would there be any sound? Absolutely no, because the one who is feeling the pain is gone. So it is the soul that says, do not hurt my body. Souls are imperishable, whereas bodies are absolutely perishable. So consider yourselves to be the souls and remember me, the Father. Renounce body consciousness. Body consciousness basically means if any disease in the body. So maybe you'll experience the pain or the impact of that, but don't get yourself full of anxiety and fear that what will happen to me, because you are safe. It's just that the body got disease. This is the difference that Baba teaches. In case if people are betraying you, then don't worry, because don't think they are your relationships, etc., because only the one belongs to you, and we all are co-actors acting on this world drama in our respective bodies. So there should not be any sort of anxiety or fear in the mind when it comes to the impact of the actions of people around you. So Shiv Baba also says, to the extent that your children become soul conscious, accordingly you will continue to become healthy and free from disease. And with the power of yoga, you become free from disease for 21 births. And the more soul conscious you become, the higher the status you will claim. So there has to be a great deal of punishment also. Otherwise, there will have to be a great deal of punishment if you don't remember the Father. Therefore, you have to become very soul conscious. So how could someone become a deity unless he came into your clan, unless he became a Brahmin? And that is a mouth-born child of Brahma. So many come here and they then write saying Baba Baba just for the sake of saying. And they just write 1 or 2 letters and then finally they disappear. They too will go to heaven, but amongst the subjects. Many subjects are created later on when there is a lot of sorrow. Many will come running. Many centers will open and the sound will spread that God has come. So, well, today there is a great deal of body consciousness, and so Baba says if in the end, if there is still body consciousness, your status will definitely be reduced. And Baba talks about the maids, that the kings are given maids in the dowry and the wealthy subjects are not given them. Even Baba says you children had the visions that Radha had many maids in her dowry, and as you progress will have many visions. It is better to be a wealthy subject than to be an ordinary maid. Baba says the word maid is not worthy, isn't it? So she becomes more powerful. Maya becomes more powerful in fights with those who are powerful. Then because of body consciousness, you turn your faces away from Shiv Baba and you stop remembering Baba. You have time to eat, and yet you don't have time to remember the Father who makes you into the masters of the world. It's all about priorities. So many good children forget Shiv Baba and become body conscious. So should you not even remember the Father and write a letter to the one who has given you the donation of life? However, don't even ask. Maya catches hold of you by the nose and leads you away. And by following Srimad at every step, you receive an income of multi-millions at every step. And so you become wealthy to such an extent that your wealth is uncountable. And you receive wealth, prosperity, land, and everything that you can count on. And copper age, bronze, etc. do not exist there. So there are only gold coins, and even the buildings are made of gold. So what would you lack? And there is a corrupt kingdom. As are the rulers, so are the subjects. In the golden age, as are the rulers, so are the subjects. All are elevated. However, this doesn't sit in the intellects of human beings. They are tamupadhan. And so Father explains that you used to be like that. This one was also like that. I have now come to make you into deities. And Baba explains that even then you don't become, and you continue to fight among yourselves. I am very good. I am this. I am that. None of them understands that they are in hell. We are in the extreme depths of hell, and you children know this number-wise according to the effort that you make. Human beings are now in extreme hell and they live in body day and night on the path of knowledge. Those who do not serve to make others like themselves but worry about mine and yours are the ones who are ill and diseased. To remember anyone but the Father is adulterated remembrance, and the Father says, do not listen to anyone else. Listen to me alone. Remember me alone. There is no benefit in remembering human beings, and it is better to remember deities. So the Father asks, why do you bow your heads when you are coming to the Baba? Remember Shiv Baba and then come here. When you do not remember Shiv Baba, it is as though you are committing sin. And Baba says, first of all, make a promise to become pure. Remember Shiv Baba. And they do not even have enough wisdom to know how to behave towards the Father. A lot of effort is needed in this. To become a bead of the rosary is not like going to your aunt's home. Are you not able to remember the Father? There has to be so much service and remembrance. And Baba also tells that keep a daily chart. The children who think about benefiting themselves will continue to take precautions in every way, like their food and drink will be pure. And Baba explains so much for the benefit of the children. You have to take care of all kinds of precautions. Check that your food and drink are not impure and that you are not greedy. Maya will make you do wrong things until and unless you don't reach to the karmatit stage. And there is still time for that. So you will come to know later on the destruction is absolutely in front of you. Why? Because fire will spread and you will see how bombs fall. Rivers of blood will flow in Bharat, and elsewhere they will destroy one another with bombs, and there will be also natural calamities, and the greatest difficulties will be in Bharat. So keep an eye on yourself to see what service you do and how many do you make equal to yourself from an ordinary human into Narayan. Many are trapped in devotion so much that they think, what can these daughters teach us? And they don't understand that it is God, the Father, who is teaching them, because they have a little education or they have wealth. They start arguing with you and they lose their honor. So those who defame the Sadguru cannot claim a high status. They will claim a status worth pennies. Acha. To the sweetest, beloved, long lost and now found children, love, remembrance and good morning from the mother, the father and Bap Dada. The spiritual father says namaste to the spiritual children, and we spiritual children say namaste to the spiritual father. In today's essence, we have renounced all worries of mine and yours and serve to make others similar to yourselves. Only listen to the one Father, only remember the one Father. Do not allow your remembrance to become adulterated. Also, Baba says it's important to benefit yourself. So take a great precaution about your food and drink. Check, am I greedy or not, and does Maya make me do wrong things? In blessing, Baba says, may you become victorious in the battle of religion by giving the proof of God's knowledge with your practical life. Underline. So Baba says you now have to come onto the stage of the battle of religion. The way to become victorious in that battle of religion is your practical life, because the proof of God's knowledge lies in your practical life. So let knowledge and virtues be visible practically in your form, because nowadays your image cannot be proved by discussing anything, but you can quieten anything in a second with the practical form of your dharana. And slogan is, in order to make the soul bright, finish any problems in your mind with remembrance of God. Om Shanti.